Hello everybody, we're going to have another story time today. And look, Mr. Tortley is already awake. Why are you awake, Mr. Tortley?
It's a little bit warm outside and it's nice and sunny.
Yeah, it is really sunny outside. It's a nice day and it's a little warm. Is that why you're already awake? Well, our story time is going to be about another thing that's kind of cold. It's about polar regions. Do you know what that means? No? Well, polar regions are places that stay cold almost all year long. They're up the very top of the world and also at the very bottom of the world. And they only warm up for a few months per year, and they're still not that warm. And we're going to talk about the different animals that live there.
Do any turtles live there?
No, there's no turtles. It stays a little bit too cold for you. Okay, are you ready to sing our welcome song? Are you all ready? Okay, here we go. Welcome, welcome everyone. We're glad you're here, let's have some fun. First we'll nod our heads just so, then we'll bend and touch our nose. Welcome, welcome everyone. We're glad you're here, let's have some fun. Welcome, welcome everyone. We're glad to see you, let's have some fun. First we'll nod our heads just so, then we'll bend and touch our nose. Welcome, welcome everyone.
We're glad to see you, let's have some fun.
Okay, are you ready for our first book? Would you like to sit over there so you can see better? Okay. Our first book today is called Arctic Foxes, and it's by Leo Statz. Isn't that a pretty fox? Arctic foxes. Some books have things called table of contents, and that helps you to find different things in the book. Like this has page numbers, and so if we wanted to find an introduction about Arctic foxes, like that tells a little bit about them, we could go to page 4, or their life cycle, how they live, like their babies and how long they live. We could go to page 18. We're just going to go through the whole book. Arctic foxes are cold weather mammals. They can survive freezing temperatures. And look, this fox, it even has some snow stuck to it because it's so cold out there. Arctic foxes have thick fur. It keeps them warm. They hide from the cold underground. And also, it wraps its tail around itself and it helps keep its nose warm and its face warm with its tail. Arctic foxes have small ears. They have pointed snouts. An Arctic fox has a fluffy tail. It is called a brush. It helps the fox balance. Arctic foxes have gray fur in the summer. The fur is white in the winter. This helps them blend in with their surroundings. Habitat. Arctic foxes live in the polar tundra, so that's way up north. The tundra is cold and flat. It has very few trees. Arctic foxes often live near coasts. They can be found in northern areas where Arctic foxes live. So this is a map of the world, and they live almost at the very top of the world. And they like to live near the coast, which means near bodies of water, like near the ocean. Food. Arctic foxes eat whatever they can find. They often eat small animals. Sometimes they eat berries or fish. Life cycle. Arctic foxes have babies in dens, kind of like little caves that they dig, or they find like a little cave to live in. Babies are called pups. They live 3 to 6 years. Look at those cute little babies. Average weight. An Arctic fox is lighter than a bowling ball. Average length. An Arctic fox's body is shorter than an acoustic guitar, which is like a wooden guitar. Okay, are you ready to sing a song? So this song is called Polar Animals, and it goes to the tune of Frere Jacques, and it goes, late at night, hoo, 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 hoo. I can hear the snow owl, I can hear the snow owl, hoo, 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 hoo. Late at night, yak, 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 yak. I can hear the penguin, I can hear the penguin, yak, 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 yak. Late at night, grr, 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 grr. I can hear the polar bear, I can hear the polar bear, grr, 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 grr. Late at night, arf, 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 arf. I can hear the seal, I can hear the seal, arf, 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 arf.
I didn't know that penguin said yak, yak, yak.
You didn't know penguins said yak, 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 or yak, yak, yak? Yeah, they say all different noises. So some of them even sound like a donkey. I think we talked about that when we talked about penguins, didn't we? They say hee-haw, hee-haw. Mm-hmm. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Yeah, isn't that kind of silly? Okay, are you ready for our next book? Our next book is called About Habitats, Polar Regions. So remember, that's places that are, most of the time, they're really cold. And it's written by Cathryn Sill, and it's illustrated by John Sill. Polar regions. Polar regions are the cold, windy places around the world's north and south poles. Do you see something in the picture? There's penguins. The area at the North Pole is called the Arctic. It is made up of frozen ocean with land all around. And these are called narwhals. They have something that almost looks like a unicorn horn. The area at the South Pole is called the Antarctic. It is made up of a huge area of frozen land with ocean all around. And there are some seals. Some parts of polar regions are covered with ice all year long. During winter, the sun never rises and the days are long and cold. All the penguins are huddling together to stay warm, like we learned about in our other video. In summer, the sun shines all day, and at night the days are a little warmer. There's orca, or killer whales. The ice melts in some places during the long sunny days. These are musk ox. Plants are able to live in these warmer parts of polar regions. There's more seals and there's a few plants that are growing. The plants in polar regions grow close to the ground where they are protected from the cold wind. Look at those pretty flowers. And there's a bird and a chick, a baby bird. Animals live in different parts of polar regions. They might live on the tundra, or they might live along the coast. A lot of animals live there because it's a little bit warmer. The ocean helps keep it a little bit warmer. They have special ways to survive the cold temperatures. This is an Arctic ground squirrel, so it burrows deep into the ground so it can stay warmer in the winter. Most polar animals live in the ocean where it is warmer. These are sea anemones, a sea spider, it's a type of crab, and a sea stars. They looked like stars that you would draw. Many have a thick layer of fat called blubber. And these are elephant seal. So their noses look really silly, don't they? And that's how they get their name. People thought they looked kind of like elephants. Some fish in polar regions have a special kind of blood that keeps them from freezing. This is a blackfin ice fish. That's a cool name. Animals that live on land have thick fur or warm feathers to protect them from the cold. So there's an Arctic fox again, and there's some birds that it's trying to catch. Some live in dens or tunnels under the snow. Look, they made a tunnel under the snow. That's kind of cool. And it's a northern collared lemming. Others move to warmer places during the winter. The Arctic tern. They migrate, they move to warmer places. Polar regions are important places that need to be protected. There's some polar bears. They're kind of hard to see because they blend in. There's 1, 2, 3 polar bears. I bet it's a mom and the 2 cubs. The end. You want to sing another song that we've sung before? Okay, that's a great idea. We're going to sing the song I'm a Little Penguin, and it's one that we sung in the Penguin Storytime, and it goes to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. Are you ready? I'm a little penguin, black and white, short and wobbly, an adorable sight. I can fly at all, but I love to swim, so I water to the water and dive right in. I'm a little penguin, black and white, short and wobbly, an adorable sight. I can fly at all, but I love to swim, so I water to the water and dive right in. Good diving.
Thank you very much.
Okay, are you ready for some magnet stories? Actually, it's just going to be one. Are you ready? This story is called 5 Little Penguins. One little penguin was feeling very blue. He called for his brother, and then there were 2 little penguins swimming in the sea, called for their sister, and then there were 3 little penguins waddling on the shore, called for their mother, and then there were 4 little penguins learning how to dive, called for their father, and then there were 5. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sometimes it's fun to be alone. Sometimes I like to be alone and read, or I'll watch a movie by myself, or do something like that. But a lot of times it's nice to be around other people like friends or family. And so this one little penguin was alone, and he got to be kind of sad, so he called his family to play and do some things with him, and they had a lot of fun together. That's the 5 little penguins. We're gonna put them away in their little pouch. Five penguins. Bye, penguins. Our next song is called Did You Ever See a Polar Bear? And it goes to the tune of Did You Ever See a Lassie? Do you know that tune?
I think so, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it might sound familiar, but maybe not. But I think you'll be able to catch on. Did you ever see a polar bear, a polar bear, a polar bear? Did you ever see a polar bear sliding on ice? He slips and slides, he twirls and glides. Did you ever see a polar bear sliding on ice? Did you ever see a polar bear, a polar bear, a polar bear? Did you ever see a polar bear sliding on ice? He slips and slides, he twirls and glides. Did you ever see a polar bear sliding on ice? Good twirling and gliding.
Thanks a lot, that was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought it was fun too. Okay, are you ready for our next book? Are y'all ready? Our next book is called Snow Babies. Look at that cute little seal. And it's by Laura Ellen Anderson. Roly-poly polar bear cubs play. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reindeer fawns leap. Baby beaver kits build. Arctic fox cubs hide and seek. Do you see that one hiding way back there? Arctic hare babies bounce, 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 bounce. Husky puppies race in the snow. Penguin chicks huddle. They're huddling to stay warm, remember? Snowy owl chicks go hoo hoo. Can you go hoo hoo? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 snowy owls. Wolf cubs howl at the moon. Can you howl? Oh! Good howl. Baby harp seal pups snuggle. Aren't they so cute? Snuggling, snuggling. And baby panda cubs snooze. The end. Snow babies. Our next song is called If You Want to Be an Owl, and it goes to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. And I have to be able to move around and flap and stuff, so Mr. Tortley is not going to help me with this one, but I bet he's going to participate from where he's sitting. If you want to be an owl, shout hoo hoo hoo. If you want to be an owl, shout hoo hoo hoo. Then you get to sleep all day, and at night you get to play. If you want to be an owl, shout hoo hoo hoo. If you want to be an owl, flap your wings, flap flap. If you want to be an owl, flap your wings, flap flap. Then you get to sleep all day, and at night you get to play. If you want to be an owl, flap your wings, flap flap. If you want to be an owl, shake your feathers. Can you shake? If you want to be an owl, shake your feathers. Shake. Then you get to sleep all day, and at night you get to play. If you want to be an owl, shake your feathers. Shake. If you want to be an owl, do all three. Hoo hoo, flap flap. Shake. If you want to be an owl, do all three. hoo, hoo, flap, flap, shake. Then you get to sleep all day, and at night you get to play. If you want to be an owl, do all three. Hoo, hoo, flap, flap, shake. That was pretty fun, wasn't it? Okay, Tortoli, are you ready for our last book? Our last book is called Hello, Arctic, and it's by Theodore Taylor, and the pictures are by Margaret Chodos-Irvine. Hello, Arctic. Arctic winter is cold, so cold. See the fox? The northern lights flicker across the dark sky. But now Arctic summer is coming. Birds return. Can you say, hello, birds? Tundra flowers reach for the sun. Hello, flowers. Polar bear cubs come out to play. Hello, cubs. The sun shines down day and night. Welcome, Arctic summer. Seals splash. Hello, seals. Walrus dive. Hello, walrus. Here come white whales and gray whales and killer whales. Hello, whales. The days are shorter now. Arctic winter is coming. Birds fly south. Goodbye, birds. Polar bears sleep. Good night, polar bears. Wind and snow have come again. Goodbye, Arctic summer. See you next year. The end. Well, Tortoli, what did you think of our story time?
I thought it was very good, and I thought it was really fun as well.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun too. Do you have anything to say to our internet friends?
Whether it's hot or cold, or rainy or dry, I hope you have a whole lot of fun and stay really safe.
Yeah, whether it's cold or warm, I hope you have a lot of fun and stay safe.
It was so good to see you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah, it was so good to see y'all. Hope you have a great week. Bye.